What's going on, everybody? This is Paul Newell, your new wellness guide. Ah, boy, man, there's some stuff going on when this video is being recorded. Yep, virus, people are quarantined, people are in uncertainty, people are doing a lot of things online now. People are shifting and adjusting, whether they realize it or not. There's some stuff that's going on, some stuff that's really fascinating to witness and observe. And what I'm seeing is there's a space for us to really grow here, And my thing is are we taking advantage of it? And look, for the purposes of this video, I'm going to speak in I statements because this is something I'm recognizing myself. And as I do with my videos, I share with you here because there may be someone out there or people out there that can relate. So this is for you. This is for me. So one of the things that the theme that's come up for me in this time of isolation and being inside is, am I doing my work? And what I mean by that, this is beyond like, hey, I want to make sure I clean or water the plants or I'm vacuuming and I'm doing my work for my job and all these things. By doing the work, I mean, am I doing the inner work, right? And the inner work is really looking at my thoughts, observing and witnessing my thoughts, my beliefs, my stories. And I've been getting a lot of messages about that recently from either, people I'm working with, my meditations, my shaman journeys. I'm getting messages about really really doing my work, ascending, shifting, finding my rituals, finding my plans when I wake up in the morning. And it's been powerful because as I speak to other people, I'm recognizing that there's an opportunity for other people to do the same. So when I say doing work, I'm focusing for this purposes of this video, I'm going to focus on 3 things that you can tap into to begin to do your work and to come out of this whole scenario in a different space, in a much different space. And so here are the 3, right? And I wrote this down so I can make sure I keep on point. So the first one is managing your resources. So what I mean by that when I say managing your resources, looking at everything that you have in your life that helps you get things done. So that includes time, that includes money, that includes your energy, that includes friends, that includes parents, that includes kids. Anything that fuels you or gets you into action is a resource. It's an energetic resource. So that's something that I witnessed for myself. I've focused on only a couple resources like money, right? And that reinforced my money shadow of I don't have enough, I need to make enough. And then I started looking at my energy as a resource. So what am I doing with my energy? How am I spending my energy? Which if I view that as a valuable resource, like I view things like money, what shifts for me? Okay. One of the things I also noticed is talking to a couple of my clients that work outside of the home and are now at home with their kids and homeschooling. They recognize the resources that they had within home, whether it's their partner, whether it's in and out of home. Could be their partner, could be their kids' teachers, could be the school. These are all resources that help fuel that person because it's delegating, or it's I want to say siphoning, but it's allocating certain things to certain resources, certain, in this case, people. So by looking at, when I say managing the resources, it's really more of looking and acknowledging your resources, right? Acknowledging what are the resources that you have in your life. Now, in this space, this can also be a spot where you can say, okay, what are the resources that I can use or I can need in my life? Now, once you've accomplished that first part of managing your resources, acknowledging your resources, now it's a matter of valuing your resources. So what the heck does that mean? So when I looked at valuing resources is, how am I showing appreciation for that resource? So give you a perfect example when I talk about money. or actually better yet, when I talk about time, because that was one of the biggest ones that was acknowledgement for me. When I look at time, how do I value my time? So that could be like, how am I spending my time? Who am I spending my time with? What am I spending my time doing? Like for those that have been watching my videos, I'm on a sex detox. So being on the sex detox and now weaning off porn, I recognize like me watching porn was outside of valuing my time, was the opposite of valuing my time, right? Because what was the productivity from it? And this is a question that you can ask yourself when you're going through and you're looking to value your resources. What's the productivity that I got from that? If the productivity is low, then then I wasn't making good use of my time, in this case, my resource. So, and also if, like, say for example, a spouse, in all this with, spouses being in close proximity now on a regular for longer periods of time than before, and also with kids, if your family's your resource, is your time with them productive? And that doesn't mean like, hey, we did this, but is it fueling you? Is it inspiring you? Is your time, or is your resource of family, is it building you in some way? And if not, this is when you look at these resources and you're valuing them, right? And now as I talk about this, it's like I think of a valuation of a company. How valuable is your resource, right? Like this also goes to acknowledging what you bring to things, what I bring to things. And that's something, now I'm thinking about it, that's something that's been in my space too, like acknowledging myself and bringing and showing value for myself as a resource, which is a whole other video. That might be for next week. But with this one, it brings me to the third, and this is tending to your leaks. So when I look at this, like I was like, when I was going through this in my mind and visualizing this, I was brought back to when I was in 3rd grade and I had this project, right? And the project was to create a parachute that would take a balloon, and you had to like drop it out of this 2nd story window and it had to go down. It had to go down and like not break. So I remember like when I was thinking about this, I remember like when I was constructing this parachute, I was looking at where are the leaks, like where are the holes in this that may prevent this from really being successful. And this is the thing for us as a person, as a being, as a soul. Where are the leaks that I have, what are the leaks that I have in my life, and what are the things I get to do to repair them, right? And prosper. So the leaks could be the little things. Like as an example for myself, a leak for me is being free of having a morning ritual. Like I had some things I did here and there inconsistently, which is one of my things. Now it's like, yo, one of my leaks is making sure that when I get up, man, I have a process that I do every single freaking morning that helps me to address what I do for the rest of the day. When I fail to do that, then I got a bunch of leaks in my day because now I'm scattered. So managing your resources, valuing your resources, and tending to your leaks are 3 things that you can get into to start doing your inner work. Because when you start to do these things, like I'm going to speak for myself, and it may resonate with you as well. When I started to do these things, more things within myself started to come to the forefront that I get to address. And those are things that I've most likely been putting off. Actually, not most likely, I have been putting those off. So listen, take this opportunity and what's everything that's going on, take this as a time of uncertainty over a time of fear. Because when we can look at it with uncertainty, then we can start getting curious and we can make the most out of what this time has to offer us. So this is Paul, your New Wellness Guide. Follow me on IG and Instagram at New Wellness Guide. Go to newwellnessguide.com. And listen, stay connected, man. More stuff coming, more stuff on the way. Peace.